Joining us first on CNBC is the author, Joanne Lipman. She's also a lecturer at Yale University and a CNBC contributor. And Joanne, the idea that people are so unhappy at work, we've reached record levels at this point. What's going on?
Yeah. So thanks for having me, Becky. So what next is, it's a deeply reported guide to navigating change in how we live, how we work, how we lead, backed by hundreds of personal interviews and a lot of the research and science behind the process of change. And what I found in reporting this, the reason I wrote it is for exactly what you just referenced, right? It is for this moment in time. So many of us are searching for a new normal for after these past few tumultuous years, and we're looking for something different out of work. And as you mentioned, I mean, look, Gallup recently had a poll that found job unhappiness is at a record high. And really interesting research that I found as I'm reporting next was that if you look at surveys over the last few years during the pandemic, the majority in several surveys of people who are looking for new jobs were looking outside of their fields. Yeah, what the pandemic did is it was kind of a great reset for all of us, saying, wait a second, is this the work that I want to do? Is this the way that I want to live my life?
You talked to some really interesting people, like James Patterson, the famous novelist who used to be an ad executive. Alan Greenspan, former head of the Federal Reserve, used to be a professional jazz clarinist. You spoke with a woman who used to be a stay-at-home mom, and then she went on to be a nonprofit CEO and a mayor. These are some pretty substantial changes in life. How did those people get to these new careers, and was there something in common that these people all had?
Yeah, so I asked people to walk me through their career changes. And in addition to the ones you mentioned, there was a JP Morgan economist who's now a cattle farmer, a former NBA player who is now a college professor, a former banking guy who now is a flight attendant. I mean, there is a whole slew of different changes. And I asked people to walk me through. And then, by the way, then I went to the experts in change management, like, career gurus and neuroscientists and psychologists to walk me through the stages. And it turned out that they actually had a very similar career trajectory to make these pivots. And there were a couple of commonalities. One that I found very interesting is almost everyone who makes one of these transitions starts transitioning before they realize what they are doing. They don't really even understand. They're collecting information. They're in what I would call a search process without even consciously being there. Alan Greenspan, for example, told me that when he was a jazz musician, he would do his bandmates' taxes. And, and he really got much more involved. He said he started looking for the breaks more than playing the music. There's another element that they almost all had in common, which is something that I call an expert companion. This is a phrase that I've actually borrowed from trauma psychologists. But in trauma psychologists, an expert companion is someone who helps walk you through sort of what you've been through to help you come out the other side. I actually think we all need one. And what your expert companion does is they have an objective view of you, and it's really helpful. And all of these people told me about it. It's somebody who can reflect back to you, what are your strengths and, what's the progress you've made and whatever. And the reason this is so helpful is because we all have these sort of innate strengths and talents that we don't recognize because they're so natural to us and we don't even see it. And so somebody else can reflect that back to you. There's a number of other steps. There's actually, I have a reinvention roadmap in the book of 4 steps that pretty much everyone goes through: search, struggle, stop, solution. And pretty much everyone will hit each one of those parts. That search is the one I just referenced, where you start on this path before you even realize it.